Alright, ladies and gentlemen, today we have the last week in Kin as posted by Benji, and a couple announcements that he didn't quite include, so let's see what's happened in Kin in the past week. First, we're going to start with a little report, a little biased report. I'll let you all know right now, some of these things were not in the update. They were just fairly upvoted posts in the past week on the subreddit, and the weekly update posted by Benji is primarily official Kin Foundation stuff, so there are some things that were posted by users and whatnot that just didn't get included. So with all that said, we have a post by Richie.exe, who is formerly known as Blav, who is a developer on Kinny. He titled the post, "When Kin and Big Games," and then started it off with, "How about soonish?" So he goes on to say that the Kinny team has a new gaming-related project that has been approved and is in the current developer program. They don't want to give too much away, but they posted a photo, which I'll get to in 1 second. And he said, "What does this mean for Kinny?" They're going to keep working on it. It's on iOS and Android, and they said that now they should be able to start rolling out some more initiatives that they've wanted to include and whatnot. But so they posted, Richie.exe, posted a photo that we can see right here that says TRK and an image in the background, which if you haven't been living under a rock, you should know is an image from Fortnite. So people speculated in the comments as to exactly what it is. I'm not really going to go into it because, you know, speculation is speculation. But it is very interesting that the Kinny team has a gaming project and that they used Fortnite as the image. So I'm very excited to see exactly what that is and to learn more about that in the coming weeks or months or, you know, however long it takes. It's also worth noting, we broke 250,000 monthly active spenders, according to kin.org. They have official stats up there, and we are currently, right now, at the time of recording this, at 260,000 monthly active spenders, which is a lot of people, and it shows that not only are there a lot of people who earn Kin, but there's quite a few who are spending it too, which is a very important development in keeping the ecosystem going. So that is very good news. I'm very happy about that. Alright, the Kin Foundation quote tweeted a tweet by Kin developers, which said that you can now sign up for their workshop at NextWeb, and they gave a little link to apply for the workshop, and anything I mention I'll put links to in the description. But they had a little image, and the workshop is titled, I'm assuming, "How to Increase Mobile App Engagement in 20 Minutes Using Blockchain Technology." So, and there are 3 people from the foundation going to be a part of that workshop, one of whom is Chase. So if you are able to go to NextWeb, if you're planning on going to NextWeb, go apply for the workshop and go see what they're up to and what they all have to say, because I have no doubt that it'll be very, very interesting. Alright, we're now available on Magnum Wallet. Magnum Wallet tweeted that out. They said Kin Foundation coins are now supported on our wallet, and you are welcome to try it, and there will be a link for that wallet in the description below. I haven't used any of the new wallets. I used Atomic to do the original swap, and then I fussed around with using Ledger for a couple days, and I think I finally have a better understanding of it, so that should be coming soon. But you now have another choice for wallet, which is, you know, always nice to have. The Kin Foundation also tweeted out that if you are interested in meeting other members from the community, they had 3 meetups in the next month. They tweeted this a little while ago, so 2 of them have already happened. However, there is still the Kin in Amsterdam meetup, which is on May 10th, so 3 days from the day this will hopefully go up. And, you know, they said that they're hosting a workshop, but they also, you know, would love to have everybody come join them at Noorderlicht Culturel Cafe Restaurant. So there will be a link to that if you want to go out and see the Kin team and meet some of them and talk to other people who are interested in Kin. Lastly, under this category, we have a piece of very good, very big news. Coinbase Custody now supports Kin. They tweeted out that they pride themselves on being able to integrate with new networks early and fill the custody gap many investors face, and they are now supporting deposits and withdrawals for mainnet Kin. So Kin 3 is now available on Coinbase Custody. It's worth noting, Coinbase Custody, I think you need to have a net worth of $1 million to be able to use it. So this is great in getting more big companies and institutional investors or investment firms and funds and whatnot involved. But for most of us, not me of course, but for most of you, you probably won't be able to use it because that bar for entry is pretty high. But still, a very, very great development, and it shows at the very minimum that Coinbase is aware of Kin. They had talked or posted things earlier about how they were considering 40 assets to be added to Coinbase, and then that list shrunk to a smaller number. But we haven't really heard anything more about that. But now we know Kin is on Coinbase Custody. That's in no way a guarantee or even a statement that Kin will be available to buy and sell on Coinbase. But, you know, you can speculate wildly. I'm just not going to do it right now. Chase posted, the Kin Python Bootstrap is available. So, they're offering a Bootstrap service with 2 components in it that are important that the developer will be able to interact with. Those components being the configuration and the API. So they have a configuration file and the API that has a bunch of different features like pay, create accounts, balance, whitelist, status, all that type of good stuff. So if you're a Python developer or an aspiring Python developer, you can go out and use the Python Bootstrap service, and I think you should be able to use the Python SDK. This doesn't specifically state if it's available, but I would assume if they have the Bootstrap ready, that the SDK itself would be available. So if you're, into that, go ahead, check it out. See what you can make, because I think there are some really cool things that people can make with Kin. And a lot of them I haven't seen done yet. So then we had a post, Kin Reward Engine, Q1 Key Achievements, and Q2 Objectives, where the Kin Reward Engine team went over some of their key achievements and what they learned in the first quarter. Things like initiating a direct conversation with the community and sharing the KRE principles, launching the KRE payout process to reward app developers, and laying out the foundation for measuring the impact on the growth of the ecosystem that the KRE has. So they'll be able to see, based on hopefully testing out kind of different payment, whether it be amounts or time or, something like that, they should be able to see how it impacts the ecosystem as a whole, which will be interesting because if they find, a certain way that really benefits the ecosystem, hopefully they'll be able to use it and improve the ecosystem's growth. They also listed their quarter 2 objectives, and so they set their stretch goals as being able to achieve a capacity of 100 app developers rewarded in a 2-week cycle by the end of Q2, which would allow the growth of the Kin ecosystem, and securing 3 KRE related press articles in major publications. So that would be getting the KRE mentioned, 3 news sites, crypto blogs, whatever, but by major publications, and this would help out with marketing not only to general consumers, but to potential developers who maybe need a new way to monetize their app, or maybe are just looking around to see what else is out there. So this is going to be a very interesting Q2 if they can achieve all these things, which hopefully they'll be able to. But it'd be very, very cool to see how all that is going to play out and pan out. Something I forgot to mention in the Coinbase Custody bit, that I'm probably not going to edit back into that part because I don't care for editing all this. But Coinbase Custody not only supports storage, but you are allowed to swap. So once again, if any of you out there have $1 million like me, you can go out and you can swap freely, if you get approved for it and whatnot. All right, Kin Block Explorer has been updated so you can directly check the status of a transaction, a ledger, or an account using the ID on the Block Explorer URL. So I'll post that down in the link below, but you can go out and see different transactions, see accounts and all that type of good stuff, and have a better understanding of exactly what's going on the Kin blockchain. It's like Kin Explorer, but late. All right, the last part of this official weekly update is Benji posting about the community channels. So they've been trying to remove the barriers in communication amongst the squads. We saw that when, not that long ago, we got introduced to the concept of the different squads and users even contributing and asking questions on the subreddit that would be dealt with then by Kin Foundation employees or by other users. And I don't remember what they called it exactly, but it was a more open kind of method of communication that would help keep everything in a public domain so everyone could see it. And, you know, the stuff that's not sensitive, nobody feels like they're missing out on it. But so they wanted to say that following a lot of discussion with the rest of the Kin team, they're going to keep focusing their efforts on Reddit and trying to bring everyone from other channels onto the Reddit to be able to talk about all that stuff. So they have 3 Telegram channels, Kin Coin, Kin Tech, and Kin Foundation, but they're all going to be shut down, and they will only be maintaining the Kin News channel to post new announcements and whatnot. So if you're in any of the Kin Telegrams, I'm not sure if they've been shut down by now. I avoid them at all costs because they're bizarre, but they have been shut down. There's 1 or 2 that are still out there, and if I can find a link, I'll put it in the description. They're channels created by community members, and also there is a Discord server that Chance City has created, and you can go on there and communicate with people. I like that one a lot more because you can have different channels. I also have Discord open all the time and don't really have Telegram open that often. But I'll put a link to the Telegrams if I can get them in the Discord and in the description. If you want to come on, say hi to me because I'm the only person that matters on the channel, feel free to. Alright, Kinf is available. The app that allows you to earn kin for walking, for being fit, for going out and doing things I would never do, is now available, the beta version, on the Google Play Store. I'll put a link for that also. So if you want, you can go out, download that app, see what it's all about, and earn kin for something you're almost certainly already doing for free. So there's really no reason not to. Alright, then we have Brian, who is a higher up developer. I don't remember his exact position. That's Chase. Developer manager at Kik. And Brian posted about the Kik migration from Kin 2 to Kin 3. So he gave a little update saying they have an Android build of Kik with the migration that's going on the Play Store today, and they are going to be using that build to reach a high percentage of users over the coming weeks before they switch over for migration. And they said currently, based on how they've seen the adoption of new builds, they should be aiming to do the swap by the end of May. So the migration should be June 3rd because adoption will be by the end of May. So if you're a Kik user on Android who's been earning some kin, that should be migrated on June 3rd, but we will keep an eye out to see exactly how that pans out. It's also worth noting about Kik, there have been rumors and rumblings about a new version of Kik, like a full update that would kind of help boost up the growth for kin in general by getting more Kik users in it. I have no solid information about that. I don't know anything more about that. If I did, I wouldn't tell you. But that is a thing to keep an eye out about and to stay interested in, because if they redesign Kik, that would be really cool. Also weird. It's been the same since I was in like middle school when I used to use it to talk to my friends. But a change would be welcome. Alright, the last thing I have to mention is kind of very big news. So, Chase, our lead developer advocate, our king, our hero, posted earlier today introducing Bigfoot. So, he said that, you know, a couple weeks ago he mentioned they would be revealing the mystery game, and they now have revealed it. It is made by Bigfoot Gaming, which is a game development studio. They're Unity specific, based out of Argentina, and they've been making games since 2014 with a team of 16 members, including 7 artists. But they have made games of all categories, and one of the more popular games is Idle Payday, which they created for Kongregate. So it's not labeled as a Bigfoot Gaming app, but they made it for Kongregate, which, based solely on my knowledge and use of Kongregate when I was 12, they're pretty big. Kongregate is a fairly big gaming company, producer of games and whatnot. So that's pretty impressive. But their new game is called Flyaway. It will be available on Android initially, and the game is nearly complete. And that is really something to look forward to. So there we go, folks. Kin, gaming, partner coming out onto Android sometime soonish. And it's also worth noting, a little reminder, that if you are a Unity game developer, you can apply to the Unity Game Developer Program. I think I made a video about it, and there is a lot of cool information about that. So if you're a game dev or you want to be a game dev, go out, apply for that, get involved in a very good ecosystem and a very good community, and yeah, just check it out. All right, I think that's about all the news we have for today. It's worth noting Ted has still not personally messaged me on any platform, which is incredibly disheartening, but I'll cope. I'll continue to cope. And so I think we've seen today there's a lot of exciting things coming up from Kin and people involved in the Kin community. So go check out all those links if you want to find out more information. Go check out the download links for the various apps. Go check out the links for the Telegram and the Discord. Go join the Discord. It's great. Kind of quiet right now. It'd be great if more people got in and had fun conversations and whatnot. And keep your eyes peeled for whatever the hell TRK is, because knowing the Kinney team, I'm sure it's going to be something quite impressive. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. If you liked this, go ahead, leave a like, and you can subscribe and leave a comment. You know, if you just want to say I liked it, or if you have complaints about me as a person unrelated to Kin, don't leave those ones. If you have any questions, I try my best to answer them. And keep your eyes peeled, hopefully, for a Ledger video coming out soon, and another special little video coming out in collaboration with somebody or something. And I think that will be very, very interesting to all of you. But if you want to help keep this ship running, it's worth noting, I said multiple times I have more than $1 million. I do not. My bank account has $60 in it right now. And if you want to bump that number up to anything but $60, there are links in the description where you can send me various cryptocurrencies. I never updated the Kin 3 link. Shit. And PayPal. And if you just want to help keep all this going, it'd be very much appreciated. And until somebody makes a Patreon that accepts Kin, I think that's about it. So thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Nice.